Hey guys, KRX50 here with another double review, this time of the Basshaa Magnum and Dogga Hammer from Kamen Rider Kiva. These are the sealed forms of the last merman Basshaa and the last Franken Dogga that can transform into weapons to be used by Kamen Rider Kiva to transform into his Basshaa form and Dogga form respectively. So we start out with each of them in their Chozo mode. And before I go on, if the word Chozo sounds familiar to anybody, there's probably a reason for that, because in the Metroid video games, there are a race of people called the Chozo that usually appear as statues within the games. And that has significance here, because Chozo is the Japanese word for sculpture. And since these are miniature sculptures, or statuettes, calling this mode for them Chozo mode is appropriate, because that's essentially what they are. So we'll take a look at each of them individually. First, with Basshaa in Chozo mode, where it's molded in all green plastic with various spots of gold, red, black, and silver paint. We have the head, body, shoulders here, and you won't notice it immediately, but he has his arms tied behind his back, and there are actually hands molded to represent that. You have the rest of the body all the way down here. And here's a close-up look at the face. And you know, one thing you'll notice is that there's a lot of nice molding detail that really does look nice and makes the Chozo mode a nice display piece. Another thing to note is that on his chest and on these two buttons on his shoulders is the same symbol that can be seen on any variation of the Basshaa vessel right here, which is the Merman clan's emblem of sorts. So to transform him from Chozo mode to Magnum mode, you push in these two buttons and then raise up the marine grip here, then grab it and pull the power trigger, which displays out the tornado fins. And now you have it in Magnum mode, where is this nice green gun of sorts, where you've got this whole part, the marine grip, the attack bomb down here, which is got these little indents here, the hammer fin, that's kind of a scope of sorts, or you know, like a hammer lock for a regular gun. Already showed you how the tornado fins spin when you pull the power trigger. You also have the aqua barrel and aqua intake over here, plus the aqua muzzle for the open end. What you notice here on the side is that it's kind of got a shark-like detail here, or the jaws of some kind of marine creature, or a marine predator. And the gimmick is simply pulling the trigger, and each time you pull the power trigger, the tornado fins spin. No electronics of any sort, just that one gimmick, and you can actually keep doing it by continuously pressing on the power trigger. So, hypothetically, you could do this until your fingers tire out. But each time you have to fully release the power trigger to squeeze it again. And so transform it back to Chozo mode is a simple two-step process where you lock in the tornado fins, making sure they stay within the locks and in place. Then pull down the marine grip, revealing the head. Next we have Dogga in Chozo mode, which is primarily purple and black plastic with spots of silver, gold, a little bit of metallic, gray, and red. We see more nice molded details, his arms clutched together like this. Molded details on his shoulders and on his face, where you can actually see a couple of markings that resemble lightning bolts. With his eyes, his head, all these ridges, more chains, and more molded detail. And also for here, on his chest, And on this button, we have the Thunderbolt symbol, seen on a variation of the Dogga whistle, which is shown here and is the emblem for the Franken clan. So to transform him from Chozo mode to Hammer mode, you take the head, pull it like this, then press down this button, and fold down the iron grip, like so. And now it's in Hammer mode. Now this is the mode where everything really gets done, because this toy has electronic sounds, so you press the switch right here, turn it on like so, and all these sounds come out of here on the iron base, where you've got, more details around. You have the thunder fingers, which are molded so that the head of the hammer head resembles a fist. Have the katana, which is Latin for chain, and the katana winches up here. You have the Franken emblem on both sides of this. And you also have this lever back here. Now, this thing has a few sounds. First is a basic hitting sound, which you get by pressing the trigger. And you can do that continuously. Secondly, you can hold down the trigger for a charging sound. Then release, which is a sound for Dogga form's finisher attack, Dogga Thunderslap. Though since Basshaa form doesn't have any electronics, there isn't really any sound for Basshaa Aqua Tornado. The other gimmick you have here is that you can pull this lever to reveal the true eye, which I'll show you right now by pulling it back like so. And with that, it's confirmed the location of a Fangire, as the true eye is supposed to do, but there's also a variation of that, where you pull back the lever, and it doesn't confirm anything, it just kind of dies out. You can also continuously make that sound by holding onto the trigger. And when you release it, it'll randomly either confirm or miss. See? And the reason I hold it like this is because normally the true eye is actually angled down, like so, and then to transform it back you can fold down this manually, fold the iron grip back in, then fold up the head and turn it off. I bought each of these for $10 at discount price, which was a discount price, at an anime convention I was at recently. And these two were actually basically sitting around on shelves for some time, so they had their prices marked down several times. And it kind of makes sense why people wouldn't buy it. The fact is that these two don't have any part in the Fwessel gimmick that Kiva is all about. There isn't too much incentive to buy these unless you're really big fans of Basshaa or Dogga or their respective forms of Kiva. Though each of them does have a hole in their base so that Tatsulat can be attached. Though you could always just cheat the Tatsulat by pressing in the button that is normally pressed when you insert it into one of these weapons. However, these two aren't bad toys. I mean, you definitely would want to buy the Basshaa Magnum for a low price. So, you know, the $10 I spent on it, I think, was a good deal. Though the Dogga Hammer, since it has electronics, it has, you know, the smashing sounds, and the true eye function is a nice gimmick. I would recommend it more than the Basshaa Magnum. And I guess I probably will get the Garulu Saber to complete the 3 arms monsters. But, you know, for these, they are nice. They're good for, I mean, I think hardcore Kiva fans will like these, and people who are fond of their characters or their forms will also like these toys. So yeah, definitely recommended, but I wouldn't, no, I'm not urging anybody to buy these. These are nice, but they aren't completely necessary to pick up. But definitely recommended, if not in the strongest way. So, please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my blog at krx50.blogspot.com. And for now, this is krx50, writing off.